Success starts when you stop waiting. You've waited long enough. You've watched the clock tick like it held the secret to your destiny. You've stared out the window, hoping the wind might bring you a sign. You've sat in silence, bargaining with time, as if more of it would finally give you permission. But here's the truth most people choke on. Time doesn't hand out permission slips. It hands out consequences. Every moment you wait, someone else is running. Every minute you hesitate, someone else is moving. Not smarter, not better, not luckier, just willing. Willing to start while you stall. Willing to build while you dream. Willing to fail in public while you wait for the perfect plan in private. The world doesn't reward the hesitant. It rewards the bold. The ones who stop asking, what if? And start demanding, why not me? There is no ceremony. No gates swinging open. No divine whisper declaring, now is your time. No, your time begins the moment you declare it so. Success starts when you stop waiting. Waiting for the fear to leave. It won't. Waiting for the doubt to vanish. It won't. Waiting for the right people to understand. They might never. But go back through history and you'll see the pattern written in the lives of giants. Lincoln didn't wait to feel ready. Ford didn't wait for approval. Disney didn't wait for the critics to believe in castles built from cartoons. They started in garages, cabins, barns, and bankrupted studios. Not when the path was clear, but when their spirit refused to sit still. So ask yourself, what are you still waiting for? For someone to believe in you? For a guarantee of success? For a sign? Here it is. This moment, right now, is your line in the sand. The moment where waiting dies and doing begins. Because waiting is comfortable. It lets you pretend you're still planning. It lets you dress fear up in logic, lace it with excuses, and call it caution. But you weren't built for a life of almosts. You weren't designed to settle into the shadows while your potential rots in silence. There's a fire in you that was never meant to flicker, only blaze. And that fire is lit the second you decide. Enough. Enough with the excuses. Enough with the someday. Enough with the illusion that more time equals more certainty. The only certainty in this life is that time doesn't stop. Not for kings, not for cowards, and not for you. And every minute you wait, you're placing your future in the hands of fear. But fear does not deserve to steer your ship. Mindset, that's where this battle starts. Because success isn't born in hustle. It's born in belief. It's born in that quiet war you fight in your own head every single day. The war between who you are and who you could be. And until you choose your side, until you take that belief from a whisper to a roar, you'll stay stuck. Not because you lack talent, not because the world is unfair, but because you've been taught to wait for a green light that doesn't exist. Let me tell you something. Every person you admire, the entrepreneurs, the leaders, the creators, they all started scared. They started with shaking hands, limited knowledge, and 1,000 reasons to stop. But they moved anyway. Because mindset is not about having no fear. It's about refusing to let fear make your decisions. You don't get to control the world, but you do get to control the one voice that matters most. Yours. The voice that says, I'm not a product of my circumstances. I'm a product of my standards. And the moment you raise your standards, everything changes. You stop settling for average. You stop apologizing for wanting more. You stop explaining your ambition to people who surrendered theirs years ago. Because the truth is, clarity doesn't come before action. It comes from action. You think you're waiting to feel ready, when in reality, readiness is something you build on the battlefield. Step by step, hit by hit. You carve confidence from the chaos. That first step, it's never grand. It's awkward. It's messy. It's the first brick in a wall you can't yet see. But brick by brick, motion creates meaning, and clarity begins to sharpen like a blade in your hand. So move, even if your voice shakes, even if your plan isn't perfect, even if you're not sure where it ends. Start, because clarity lives on the other side of movement, and action is the only language the universe responds to. When Carnegie built steel empires, it wasn't because he waited for the world to understand him. It was because he saw what others didn't, a future built on vision, not validation. When Edison failed 10,000 times, he didn't stop, because he knew the equation was simple. Try, learn, adjust, repeat. And that equation only works for the ones who stop waiting. Waiting for the storm to pass. Learn to dance in it. Waiting for someone to save you? Be your own damn rescue. You want the door to open? Kick it down. You want the opportunity? Create it. Because belief, real belief, isn't a soft wish whispered at midnight. It's a declaration forged in discipline. And discipline, that's the bridge. The narrow road that takes you from vision to reality. It doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't ask for your permission. It simply says, do it anyway. Discipline is showing up when the world isn't clapping, when no one sees your effort, when no one's validating your grind. It's waking up early when your bed begs you to stay. It's doing the reps when your body screams no. It's saying no to the distractions, the temptations, the cheap highs, because you've locked your eyes on something higher. Not comfort, not convenience, but purpose. And purpose isn't found. It's forged. Forged in fire, in failure, in long nights and early mornings. Forged in the silence where no one else is watching. So stop waiting for motivation to strike. It's a ghost. Discipline is the anchor, and vision is the compass. Hold them both.